happening, y'all? Pop Culture Kings are back. Full effect. It's 2016. Dude, what the hell? This is fucking awesome. You know what's awesome? No idea. Tell us what's awesome.
Okay, this episode we're going to talk about the new DC films.
DC Films present The Dawn of the Justice League. It aired last week. We just sat down and had a chance to watch it. Well, I'd seen it, he hadn't, but dude, if you're a DC fan, your DC cock is really hard right now. You know what I'm saying? Dude, we're having DC movies. I mean, yeah, we got Marvel movies, we got X-Men movies, then we got Marvel coming out of our ass, but here we come with Batman versus Superman. Dude, it's gonna be epic. What did you take away from Dawn of the Justice League, sir?
Well, I mean, most of the stuff...
Other than that just amazing Suicide Squad trailer.
Yeah.
Can I get a fist pump on that? Dear God.
That was awesome.
Wow.
The one thing you showed me before I left the house coming to this was the Batman looking over to the crumbled city.
Oh.
So we're going to jump into that.
Oh, the new Empire magazine photos came out, and among the photos is from the dream sequence in Batman v Superman that features a post-apocalypse Batman taking on Superman. Many people are thinking it's a dream sequence. You know, it's been referred to as a dream sequence, but I'm thinking Warner Brothers is kind of, throwing a little shade our way, basically saying, look, this is a sequence in the movie. It may be a dream sequence, but it's about something sinister. So in these pictures, we've seen the Elseworlds version of Batman from, what was it, Batman Red Son?
Yes, exactly.
And you see him standing on, what I'm assuming is his, mechanized big giant bat tractor that will probably look a lot like the one from The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
And he's standing on top of it, overlooking this decimated land. The city is in crumbles. You big ball spot with Darkseid symbol, and you're like, dude, Darkseid is coming. Come on.
Yeah, because in the commercials, the previews.
Well, the previous trailer you saw Parademons.
You seen Parademons for a couple seconds. If you guys don't know who those are, those are basically like his little henchmen, soldiers,
his army,
yes.
His soldiers. Yeah.
So I mean, everyone's seen Doomsday, which everyone's kind of shocked. All the stuff we've seen on that, which people are kind of shocked that Doomsday was in it.
Well, the thing is, Doomsday is kind of the first leg of what they're doing, because Batman v Superman is also probably going to set up Bizarro, as well as, as you saw from that picture, Doomsday is coming for Justice League Part 1 and 2. And so this movie's going to lay a lot of groundwork and try not to be bogged down by it. You know what I mean? Because, as much as we dug Avengers Age of Ultron, it's just, dude, it was so much setup. You know what I'm saying? For other movies.
Yeah, that's what.
And the movie kind of couldn't exist by itself. And it felt just too... What's the word I'm looking for? What did the movie feel like it was too much of?
Disney?
Oh, he went there. He just slapped water around and the man is still dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one thing hopefully they'll address is, yes, you can set up a story, the next story's coming up, but, don't make the whole movie about it.
Well, I like what they did, like with Captain America, the Winter Soldier. There were setup for other movies in it, but it still was its own movie. You know what I mean?
It just kind of floated along.
Yes. It had a flow to it, but Age of Ultron kind of felt like we exist only to set up other movies.
Yeah, that was their mistake. Yeah. So hopefully the Winter Soldier doesn't do that, which obviously it's going to...
Civil War.
Civil War. Obviously it's going to set up the next one, but hopefully it doesn't overdo it like the last one.
And in Marvel's defense, that was really of their movies, that's really the only one that really did it a lot. The whole movie was essentially set up. Even Ant-Man, even though there's some setup there, Ant-Man is just, it has its own flaw.
Yes.
Sorry.
So basically, my big concern is for this next movie for the Superman versus Batman is they don't
Batman
pack.
versus Superman. Get it right.
Hey, I'm going with Superman. First,
Batman
so.
v Superman.
Okay, Batman versus Superman. The main thing I concern is just if they try to pack too much into it.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're gonna fight each other first, and then they're gonna come together at the end to fight Doomsday. But then you also
And another threat.
and another threat.
There's also another threat after Doomsday.
Yeah, then they're gonna throw Darkseid in there. Whatever they're gonna do, it just hopefully it's just not too much, because that's when they're saying they're gonna introduce Cyborg, and they're gonna do Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash. It's like,
We might get a hint of the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, I mean, is it too much too soon? Should they spread
it's
it apart?
like this. If it's done right, it won't matter.
Yes.
Okay? Even if a movie has a ton of setting up to do, if you have 1 million characters in the movie and it still has a natural flow to it, the story doesn't get bogged down by setup, the story within the movie. Look, you've seen movies with 1 million characters. Lord of the Rings movies have 1 million characters, and somehow it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're also not trying to set up other movies, though, too, like this. And they're setting this character up.
They're setting up a whole world, true. But they can do it and only have hints of this, that, or the other. You can hint at the Joker. You can hint at the larger threat. You can hint at Green Lantern Corps. You can, hint at the Flash. I mean, they can do these things without taking up so much time.
That's what I'm worried about, is them taking up too much time.
If half the movie is all set up, it's going to be boring as shit.
Yeah, that's my biggest worries right there. Is just too much setup. You want to hint about them, show little glimpses of like him running the street, whatever. That's fine.
Because like with Age of Ultron, if you cut out, say, 20 minutes of that movie, you have something that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a couple of scenes that are like the Thor hot tub thing was like,
yeah,
that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I didn't like that, and I didn't like when they were sitting on the farm.
Well, they spent too much time on the farm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if Hawkeye has a family. Let's be honest, I don't care.
Right, right. I'll do that as a way. Right on, right on. But it's, I just think Ultron should have had less to do, because you didn't need to set up everything from just Ultron. You could have this. Ultron's a badass. Ultron's doing this. But instead it was this, Ultron's kind of a minor hindrance. We're going to deal with him eventually.
Yeah.
While we set up all of our other movies. And we sit on the farm and chill.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But, whatever. Batman v Superman is, even though it's the second movie in the DC extended universe, they're calling it, it's the movie that has the most to do. Because kind of like what happened with the original Star Wars trilogy, Star Wars: A New Hope blew away the doors. It was the biggest blockbuster in history. But if The Empire Strikes Back doesn't work, the rest of it falls apart.
Yes.
Hence why, and to this day, people say The Empire Strikes Back is the best one, because that one had to be good. Warner Brothers is kind of a similar situation with this. Man of Steel wasn't that well received. Half the people loved it, half the people hated it. Batman v Superman has to be good.
Yes.
It's gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna make a lot of money, but it has to be good. For people to really jump on board whole hog with the DC Extended Universe. Because, dude, right after you have Suicide Squad in August, which looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah. I was blown away by that trailer. I can't wait for this movie, because, you get hero versus hero. You've seen that 1,000 times. Villain versus villain.
This is bad guy versus evil.
Yeah, so, and that dynamic right there in there is just awesome.
And plus, what I loved about the trailer, the characters they showed were true to their characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Harley's like, yeah, I'm going to try to kill you and escape. I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I know everyone's complaining about Joker and how
Jared Leto's tattoos. Yeah. Look, dude. Once you see him in that Alex Ross like tuxedo with with that crazy grin, and his grill's all messed up because Batman's knocked his teeth out, dude. That's awesome. That just screams awesome.
Like I said, I had the same things with Heath Ledger. But of course, once I've seen him, we're like, okay, this is going to be
Well,
awesome.
I knew Heath Ledger was a good actor, so I,
Yes.
I have faith in Chris Nolan because the guy's great at casting. But so when Heath Ledger got cast, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting choice. We'll see what he does with it, and he just let the guy work, and the rest is history.
Yes.
And just from what we've seen from the Joker so far, it's like Jared Leto kind of had that same license, because David Ayer even said, look, there's stuff in this movie that I directed that make my hair stand on my neck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and plus, dude, that shot of him with the knives and the guns
He
dude,
just like
and he's
laying
just
down.
cackling like a psychopath. Dude.
Yeah, it's like
Dude, my fanboy dick got hard, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's gonna be a fangasm all up over this bitch,
Yeah,
dude. It was awesome.
So yeah, this will be the third attempt at Joker on the screen, and
And they've gotten progressively better.
yes, and it's just another version of Joker because I mean,
Yeah.
Joker's been around for like 70 plus
Yeah.
years, and he's
Well, this
changed his
one's-
style throughout the years.
Jack Nicholson, in my opinion, kind of played a more adult psychotic version of Cesar Romero's with a little dash of Jack. And Heath Ledger played it like a complete chaotic lunatic.
Yeah.
You know, so I get off on chaos. I just want shit to blow up so I can watch. You know.
Yeah.
But from what they've said about Jared Leto's Joker is that
He's going into a dark place. He's going into a real dark
they're
place.
taking elements from the animated series. They're taking elements from the video games, the Arkham games. You know, it's basically taking elements from the previous two performers. It's basically a mishmash of everything that worked, and Jared Leto adding his own brand of psychosis to it. So we're gonna, even though he has all the tats, we're gonna get a version of the Joker that's ripped a lot out of the comic books. So and plus, dude, look, no one thought anyone could top Jack's Joker. Then Heath Ledger did it, and now everyone's there's no way no one's gonna top Heath Ledger. Dude, just wait, just wait.
Oh, I mean, if he
Just
does,
wait. Even if he doesn't,
Yeah.
he's still gonna be really good.
yes, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, just because Heath Ledger, won the Oscar and all stuff, which he was absolutely freaking brilliant in. I just absolutely
Mm-hmm.
love this character. Doesn't mean we cannot like this one at the same time. I
Well,
mean, it's not pick one or the other. To
Well,
me,
that's true. That's true. But you gotta understand.
fanboys like to bitch.
Well, that too. But you look at a little key thing that I think people are missing is that of the three Jokers, you had one being directed by Tim Burton. Let's be honest, Pee-wee's Big Adventure was his first big hit. That was his first movie. Beetlejuice was his first big hit because that's essentially what got him the job with Batman. And Batman, even to this day, he's like, I really don't know what I was doing for the first one. Second one, he had more control over. But the first one, it was kind of fly by the seat of his pants. And Jack Nicholson showed up and was Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Now, with Heath Ledger, he was directed by Christopher Nolan. Fantastic director. Great director. I think if you're going to do... My point is, if you're going to do a Joker character, they have to be in the hands of a really good director.
Or
And...
somebody that's really psychotic and just
Well, look, you
plays
you have a great combination of a great actor, great director.
Yes.
Good things happen. And David Ayer was a great director. Dude, I loved End of Watch. I loved Fury. And the guy wrote Training Day. So, look, he has the chops. And, dude, if you've seen Fury, if you've seen End of Watch, you know what he can do with his actors.
Yeah.
So, I'm really excited to see what happens with Jared Leto.
Yes, and I've been a fan of Jared Leto for quite some time. Even his music's actually pretty good too. Haven't listened to a whole lot of it, but it's pretty good.
I know dick about his music
Yeah,
career.
it's a couple songs here and there, but they're pretty good. But
I just know that he's,
when
by
they-
same division, he's devastatingly more handsome than I am, and
oh, that's not true, sir. That is not true.
Look, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I mean, hell, both of us, dude, we have faces for radio. You know what I'm saying? We're part of that group, dude. Own that shit.
So,
I look at Jared Leto, I'm like, oh, it's so unfair. He's never known a day where he couldn't get laid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's never known that day. He's never had a dry spell. But in saying that, dude, you're watching this beautiful guy turn into this complete, like, the grill, I mean, look, I understand as an actor, he's like, look, I really have to ugly myself up. But he looks so creepy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that he does. He does look creepy.
He looks so creepy. It's like, I can't get past the smile, sir. I mean, it's just, I'd freak out if I saw that some bitch in a dark alley. You know what I'm saying? Every single thing in my body would just leave.
Yeah. That's a bad mental picture right there.
Just saying. What did you think of the Wonder Woman preview?
Very short, but I liked it. I like
Yeah.
the costume. I like how it's World War II.
Because they just started shooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it. I mean,
I
Wonder
love the
Woman
World
looks-
War One setting.
Yes, I like that. Oh, it's World War One.
It's World War One.
Oh, okay, I thought it was World War Two.
No,
okay,
World War
'cause
One. During World War
previous
One.
ones have been World War Two, but
Yeah.
so I like it.
Mhm.
The costume looks awesome. Not like that failed TV show.
Oh,
That was horrible.
Yeah, that they didn't make it past the pilot.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, go
We're
ahead.
not
and look
talking
that.
about the Linda Carter version. We're
Yeah,
talking
go
about
ahead and look at that version. That was just
Yeah.
horrible. But the costume looks great.
Costume
the actress
looks
looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, Gal Gadot looks fantastic.
Yes, she's
Looks
pretty damn hot.
fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm
And,
very intrigued.
From what I understand, they're gonna let her keep the accent. I'm like, oh, that just makes it unfair. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting in Batman v Superman. Every time she comes on screen and starts talking, I'm gonna be sitting here sporting wood. I'm like, yeah. Look, I'm just being honest about it.
We're gonna keep a seat between us. But yeah, so we don't know too
Really
much
gonna need
about
a
it.
Big box of popcorn.
Damn, dude. But,
Yeah. Great movie. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't look at me in my face. Watch the movie.
Play is where I do. But I don't know who the villain is. Hopefully it's Ares because that's our biggest villain.
I believe it's going to be Ares.
And hopefully
the God
they
of
do
War.
his costume
Because World War One takes place for a reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's Ares. And
It will
hopefully he
be
gets
Ares.
his costume because his costume is just badass. It's
Because
one of the
Ares-
best.
Yeah, it is.
One
In terms of comic books, a lot of comic book costumes look kind of fucked up, but dude, this
Yes.
one looks really, really baller. Look it up. Look
Yeah,
it up.
so yeah, hopefully he looks awesome. But
From
I mean,
what I understand, Ares and Circe are the villains,
okay, that's excellent.
and the Aquaman preview. Well, the Aquaman featurette. They have featurettes, showcasing Wonder Woman, Aquaman, the Flash, Cyborg, and a little bit about Green Lantern Corps, which is essentially going to be Lethal Weapon in space. And I can't wait.
Yeah, I
Come
can't wait for
on.
that one. This is
Come on.
This is a movie that we should have gotten instead of what we had. But I mean,
Well, the beauty of Warner Brothers is that they've learned from their mistakes.
hopefully we'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, look, the stuff that worked in the Ryan Reynolds movie was all the stuff on Oa with the
Yes.
Corps. And so this movie is going to be essentially just that part of the version of the movie. It's going to be about the Corps. And it's going to be the Lanterns. It's going to be Hal Jordan. It's going to be...
Who's playing Hal Jordan again?
They haven't said.
Oh,
They
they haven't said yet,
revealed who has been cast in Green Lantern Corps. Don't get it twisted. They know who's been cast. They already know.
I'm just saying,
They just haven't announced.
Hal Jordan. I'm just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
Faces and physiques for radio. Just saying.
I can get in shape real easy though, man.
No.
Yes.
Sir. Sir.
So yeah. So
Stand up and show everybody your back. I mean your ass.
yeah.
My bad.
I should edit this part out, but I'm too
You
lazy to do
won't.
that. No, I
You
won't.
won't.
So I mean, March 25th
March 25th
is when we'll see.
Batman
the
v
Batman
Superman,
Superman,
yes,
and this
yes.
will start off the DC universe. And I honestly believe this is a hit.
Dude, the footage I've seen is just...
Yeah.
Dude, the TV spots this weekend during football.
it's-
Dude, the
it's-
one with Batman, the one with Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck's just laying it down saying, nah, dude, he's our enemy. I'm like, dude, with him and Alfred, I'm like, dude, come on.
No,
That's
okay.
awesome.
Let me rephrase that. It's going to be a hit. How big we don't know. It's going to probably go over $1 billion easy. If it's well liked, like a Rotten Tomato high score, 80s, whatever, it's going to spawn. And I think this is going to be this will be their Iron Man, so to speak. once Iron Man hit, and there's like just the floodgates open. I think that's what's going to happen with them. Hopefully, they can do Shazam and start announcing more guys.
Think of it this way: it's kind of like if if Marvel Studios started out with Iron Man second, and the Incredible Hulk first. You know what I'm saying? Good but not well loved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Iron Man came out first, then the Incredible Hulk. So
Yes.
the Incredible Hulk came out first, and like, oh well, it was good. It didn't suck. Well, we'll see what the next one's gonna be. And Batman v Superman pretty much launches this universe. But dude, I was really Jason Momoa looks badass as Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, Aquaman sucks," walk up to this guy and say, "Dude, I think Aquaman sucks." All
I
6
think-
foot forever of him. You know what I'm saying?
I think they picked him just for the fact. 'Cause, I mean,
Who's gonna say Jason Momoa looks like a pussy? That's Drago, dude.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the reason why they picked him was because he gets made fun of so much. Because I mean,
Aquaman,
Aquaman is, I mean, you watch the Robot Chicken specials. He gets made fun of to death.
Yeah.
I mean,
Granted,
there's a
new
reason.
52 Aquaman is badass.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, I think there's a real one for this version because they're trying to get away from that.
Yeah, of the Justice League members, outside of Wonder Woman, the one that has the most presence in Batman v Superman is Aquaman.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are like, "Man, I love the Flash TV show, but why are they doing a movie?" Look, they both can exist because look, the Flash TV show is really good. Okay, it's better than Arrow, but I don't really like Arrow. But it's a good show. Don't get it twisted. It's a great show for television. But dude, the stuff that they were talking about with the Flash, I mean, he could run through walls. Dude, they're really going for it in terms of showing his powers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, with a $100 million budget, of course I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
You know?
They're going to keep it separate. They're going to have that Flash on the series. I mean, that's what they should do it.
Yeah, they should
keep them separate.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Flash, I like him, whatever, but
Well,
I don't want to
Marvel
see him.
ran into that problem more or less when they tried to keep continuity with Age of Shield, and with it didn't work. It handcuffed both sides. Like, we have to do this, it's just like, I like how the Netflix shows do it.
Yeah.
It exists in the same world, but really peripherally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they mention like the big green guy or the All-American, but they don't say him by name.
Yeah.
Or the incident in New York, blah, 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 But, I like how that does it. Because I've tried. Look, Agent Shield is a lot better than it used to be, but I've just had a hard time getting into it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's because I thought they should have used from the get-go C, D, E, F, G, H, I level heroes. The ones that they weren't going to do it for television. I mean, for movies and all.
Yeah.
Let's put these guys on television shows. Why not? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is perfect. And they really didn't start doing that. And, this season's focused on the Inhumans, of course, since that's going to be a big part of the Marvel Cinematic world. And it's gotten better. But it's still... I'm like, it's one of those shows you really want to like,
But you can't.
and then you watch like, wow, this is kind of bad. Kind of like what I did when I started watching Gotham. I'm like, oh, this could be really cool. It's not.
Yeah, I that's how I was too. I was watching Gotham. I was like, it's okay, it's a cop show. I watched the first 2 seasons, and I'm like,
It got just bad.
yeah, and I'm just like,
This year has been, this season they've had some better shows. It's just,
it's look at the fanboy.
it ain't Daredevil.
It's a fanboy in me. It's about Batman, so I gotta watch it. It's just like that show. It's got superheroes in it, so I gotta watch it. But if they didn't have it in there, I wouldn't be watching it.
I
so
just don't like that
gave
they
up
have
on it.
Batman villains without Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What I thought it was going to be, I thought Gotham was going to be a hardcore cop show about Gotham PD versus the mob, which would have been cool, but, once you added Penguin, then this kid that was a Joker, he wasn't a Joker, but he inspired the Joker.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they have Mr. Freeze on the show, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's just too much. They're trying too hard. I mean, unless they want to put it in like 10, 15 years in the future and him start working out and trying to start to become Batman, then...
well, Batman's not going to be, Batman's straight for the movies. That's,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers
get
is,
that.
they're not gonna dilute Batman by putting him on television. No, they're like, look, you want to do Green Arrow, fine. You want to do Flash, fine. You want to even do Smallville, cool. Batman, cash cow, staying on the big screen.
Yeah, you can't touch
No.
that two guys. It'd just
No.
be too expensive.
Even Batman and Robin couldn't make them put Batman on television. That's saying something. Okay? Because, they talked about doing a show like Smallville, where it showed, Bruce Wayne going across, learning his trade, blah, blah, blah. Basically, what ended up being Batman Begins.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, nah, we're going to keep these separate.
Yeah, because you see how Smallville was, and it was just too teenified to me.
Well, being a tween show was one thing, but you shouldn't be a tween show for 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I've watched like 3 or 4 seasons.
I'm
done.
40 by the time I'm Superman.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But
I think,
there were some good shows on it,
Yeah.
And I'm biased because I really thought Erica Durance that played Lois Lane was just smoking hot. Just smoking hot. When I watch, and dude, because the show had good actors in, because the guy that played Lex Luthor, I forgot his name, he was really good on the show. The chick that played Chloe, the guy that played Arthur Curry, whom I actually like better than the one they have playing on Arrow now, but that's just a personal preference. They had, solid actors on the show. And Erica Durance, not only could she act, she was really fine. Fine. And the chick that played Lana Lang, Kristen Crook?
Nah, I can't remember.
I can't remember her name. But, again, loved her on the show. Loved her dynamic with Clark. And she was fine. She was so hot. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Woo!
You done?
Two-time stroke survivor. I ain't dead yet.
You keep it up, you will be.
Okay? No, so the fact that I can't keep it up is why I'm still alive. Ha! Ha! Ha!
I guess I walked into that one.
Please don't. You stay right there. But
So yeah.
But about what you think of the Cyborg first look?
It's concept art, so I'll hold my judgment until I actually see the costume.
Well, I'm excited because they got a Shakespearean trained actor to play the part, and he has a presence in Batman v Superman. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got all fucked up during the Zod invasion.
There you go. That's a good angle.
Yeah, because a lot of what jumpstarts Justice League, so to speak, is what happened.
Yeah.
With Man of Steel. So I wouldn't be surprised there. So I'm really, if you couldn't tell, I'm really.
Yeah, we can't wait for this movie because, like I said, if it does good, which
it's gonna make money.
It's gonna make money, but is it gonna be good?
Kind of like with Star Wars: The Force Awakens, it was gonna make money, but if it was good, it was gonna blow the roof off, which it did. The biggest opening weekend in December was nearly $85 million. We pulled in damn near 250, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Oh, and switching gears, Star Wars Episode 8 is now opening in December of 2017.
Damn it.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Not surprised, but I don't want to wait for my Star Wars.
Well, you kind of like the whole thing. Oh, this December you get to see Rogue One. Oh my goodness, 6 months from now I get to see Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah.
No, it's a year. It's a year.
Bastards.
Look, the movie did ridiculous amounts of business in December, and plus there's not nearly the same competition.
No, there's not. No.
It completely owned the Christmas New Year's section of the box office. Everybody went to see that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you saw other movies do so well in the wake of that, Daddy's Home, the Chipmunk movie, sisters, they all did bang up business because, you know, people were going to the movies like, hey, if I can't see Star Wars, I'll see this. Hey, we had fun in Star Wars last weekend. Let's go see Star Wars again. If not, let's go see Chipmunks. Why
You're
are you
welcome.
doing it to themselves? I mean, you know, basically, you know, Disney's like, yeah, you're welcome, industry. You're welcome. You are welcome.
So, like I said, it's just, I think, hopefully, the new Captain America movie that comes out, then you got, Doctor Strange out this year, too. Hopefully.
Yeah, Captain America this year and Doctor Strange.
Which I can't wait for. Both of those movies look fantastic. Can't wait to see a preview for Doctor Strange. But hopefully this revitalizes our hope to the next couple movies. Because if Captain America doesn't do...
Well, okay.
Here's my thing. If it doesn't do what the last one did, I mean, as my hopes for Infinity Gauntlet is just going to go downhill.
Well,
because I want this movie to be awesome. I wanted Avengers to be awesome, and I didn't get quite that.
Given that it's the same team, because a friend of mine, so give me you a shout out, Josh. When Avengers came out, I talked about how awesome Avengers was, and first thing he said, don't let Joss Whedon do the sequel, he'll screw it up. That's the first thing he said. I'm like, oh, okay. Then he sees Age of Ultron. He's like, I still don't know what the movie was about. So, what I like about the Russo brothers is that no one expected them to do squat with Captain America Winter Soldier, and they made, for me, the second best Marvel movie.
Yes, I 100% agree with that one.
And I can't wait to see what they have in store for Civil War. And I know, because they're also doing Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Yes, I'm excited about that one.
It's just what I'm afraid of is that if... say if some characters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many characters die in Civil War, you know they're coming back for Infinity War because they've said, hey, we're going to shoot for 9 months and everybody's coming back. But okay, that's cool. But it's like my two complaints about Marvel. Outside of Loki, the villains aren't that great. And when a character dies, there's no weight to it because they bring them right back. You know, Coulson dies in the Avengers. That unifies the Avengers. No, we're going to bring it back on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But to be fair, in the movie universe, he's still dead, so...
Well, they haven't addressed it. They haven't really addressed it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he popped up in Infinity War someplace. And, you know... Nick Fury dies in Winter Soldier. He doesn't really. You know, he's fine. Who else died but didn't in these movies? There's Coulson. There's... Bucky died but didn't.
Yeah.
But we kind of knew that.
Yeah.
And, of course, Nick Fury. Who else? Was that it?
I think that's about it. The only person that's really died so far is Quicksilver. Which
well,
is kinda...
you know, after what they did with Days of Future Past, they're like, our Quicksilver isn't nearly as cool. Our Quicksilver isn't nearly as cool. So, yeah, we'll just kill this one. We'll just kill this one.
Yeah, I can't wait for Scarlet Witch to come out because she's a powerful.
And don't be surprised, he might come back in Infinity War Part 2. Don't be shocked.
Okay, that's going to about wrap it up. I don't know why, because every time we talk about DC, we always end up talking about Marvel or Star Wars.
Well, you can't talk about one without the other.
Yeah, I guess.
But before we go...
No, next one.
I want the show in there. I want the show right now.
Okay.
You know what? I want the show right now? Because, dude, I'm up here breaking it.
No, take it out.
Dude. Come on! Come on!
We're gonna do a small little video on this one next. Okay,
He thinks he's leaving my house with it. The fuck he is. This is awesome, dude.
Okay, I am Ice. This is Tank. Tune into our next special. We're Pop Culture Kings. We'll see you next time. Peace.